Dog Nation, Jackson, Janet's greetings, and welcome to your Daily Dose Donkey with Ginger. It's your boy, the Viking Donkey, bringing you the BugCap after a big win against division rival Cleveland Browns. Got the revenge, didn't let him get the sweep. Bugboo, how'd the game feel?
Good.
Yeah, it did feel really good. It was much needed for the Steelers to put on a performance that showed the capability of beating this team. Just, I think maybe for their own confidence, don't you think?
Yep.
Any crazy things that happened during the game that caught your attention?
Chanting.
The what?
The chanting.
The chanting. Oh, yeah. So Bugboo caught on that you might have heard on the TV. Cleveland sucks, and Tony Romo tried to play it off, and Bug thought that was the coolest thing ever. There's something I guess to be said for that. What caught my attention, Bug, was again the Steelers a slow start on offense, but the announcers make this thing that go, well, you better watch out because the Steelers really tend to turn it on in the second quarter, and they couldn't have been more right about that. As the Steelers come out, shut out the Browns in the second quarter, and put up 10 points that gives them a lead going into half that they would later on to in the third quarter with, two more touchdowns before letting the Browns get the only score in the fourth quarter. But a lot of good things to take away from this game. I mean, a slow start in the first quarter, not what you wanted to see. Jameis Winston really looked good that first drive for the Browns where they scored the touchdown, or maybe it was the second drive for the Browns, where he threw that 35-yard touchdown to Judy where no one covered him. But that was about it for the Browns on offense till the Steelers started playing lax. Steelers playing without George Pickens, but it didn't seem to bother them.
Nope.
Not at all. Any particular play you want to start with? Actually, let's start by saying this. And due to the way things happened later in the day, the Cleveland Browns get eliminated from playoff contention because they lost to the Pittsburgh Steelers. That's always a fun thing to say and always a fun thing to happen.
Yep.
Yeah, for sure. Any plays that you want to get into before we start breaking down offense, defense, special teams?
To the interception and the punt recovery.
All right, which of Jameis's interceptions do you want to talk about? Because he did throw 2 on the day.
The 1 to 95.
To 90. Oh, Keanu Benton jumping in front of the screen pass. Yeah, go ahead, break that one down. That's a good play.
Throws the ball to 95. Interceptions. Won it down the field.
Yeah, he did. He ran it, set him up. That play was a good one. Jameis Winston doesn't throw the screen at first and then throws the screen late, and it was a middle screen. You never throw late over the middle is something you'll learn. But more specifically, you can't throw a middle screen late. He threw it right to Keanu Benton, capitalizes real momentum shift for the Steelers early in the going. James Pierre also added an interception. He should be happy I let him be named. Normally I don't let him be named, but since we're doing it on the BugCap, you don't really know the reason for that, so we'll let that go. Defensively, let's start there because that's what you started on. Solid day, really held the Browns down, caused turnovers. Cam Hayward gets a couple sacks. Alex Highsmith gets a sack in really his first real time back out here. In terms of receiving, they really held him down a lot better this time. Did allow a couple receiving touchdowns. Running game, Jameis was their best runner. Chubb had his best day of the year, but they really shut down Ford. There wasn't a lot there. Passing wise, less than 60% completion, under 6 yards an attempt with 2 turnovers. The defense really did their job against a lesser opponent the way you expect them to do, and it was great to see after the struggles they had against Cincinnati, right?
Yep.
Yeah, and special shout out to those guys getting it done after the week they had, going back, playing AFC North football the way it's kind of intended to be. Let's talk special teams, which was my favorite play, and got this guy who just seems to be a space cadet and a guy who really has a lot of physical talent but doesn't seem to have the mental acuity to play at a high level. Kadarius Toney go ahead and drops a punt, and it's recovered by Skowronek, I believe, on a huge fumble. And if you didn't know, him and Skowronek kind of got into it the punt return before, so watching him fumble that punt was a great moment for me. Do you want to break down that play, or do you even remember that play?
So the Browns punts it.
The Browns are returning. Steelers punting.
The Browns receive One guy dropped the ball. Pittsburgh dived onto it. Pittsburgh's ball.
Yeah, Whiteman hits a punt super high in the air. It's going down there. I mean, it should be an easy, fair catch for Tooney. He just kind of forgets about the football, and the Steelers recover it. It just shows the way the Browns are, the way that team is, the way Tooney is as a player, and it made me happy to see that. I mean, Waitman had a great day, 6 punts, averaging 53 yards a punt. That's great to see. You also have Boswell going out there and going 2 for 2 in the kicking game. Maybe the kicking game was the biggest X factor here because the Browns really would have been in the game in the first half, but their kicker misses 2 field goals, Bug.
Dun, dun.
What do you have to say about those? Any breakdown from them?
Nope.
Just kicked and missed. So let's get to the Steelers on offense, what we saw. Russ had a Russ-ish day, I guess you'll say. Completes about 56% of his passes, only 6 yards an attempt, 2 touchdowns, doesn't throw the interception. Really, this time didn't make the big mistake against the Browns and didn't take bad sacks. And that seemed to be the difference. I mean, Najee struggled a bit, only 3.3 yards a carry. Jalen Warren, though, is at 5.2 yards a carry. He had a day. Russ ran the ball a couple times. Really, the only bad part on the running game side was Cordero Patterson with a fumble. And I honestly don't understand why Cordero Patterson's getting the ball when you have Najee to be the physical guy. And Jalen Warren is clearly the best running back on this football team.
Yep.
So while you do have to limit his touches due to his size, no reason for that. Receiving wise, Firemouth caught himself a touchdown because they kind of forgot to cover him.
Yeah.
Any offensive plays you want to break down?
Nope.
The Van Jefferson touchdown where it looked like the only guy who could stop him is where he almost tripped himself and fell on his only catch. You want to break down that one?
Nope.
No. So no offensive breakdowns? Which one?
The second touchdown.
Go ahead.
Was it a pass or
I believe it passed.
into the end zone? Touchdown.
Yep, the second one was a pass to Van Jefferson to start the third quarter. Russ rolls out right. Everybody breaks in. No one's covering Van Jefferson 10 yards down the field in the end zone. Russ, easy pass to Jefferson for the touchdown. It was really nice to see the couple touchdowns go there. And I'm going to say this again, and I don't understand why this guy isn't on the field more. The Steelers' leading receiver in the game when he gets a chance to play is Scotty frickin' Miller. Scotty Miller leads the receivers, not tight ends. Firemouth at 48 yards. Scotty Miller, 3 catches for 38 yards, leading the Steelers' wide receiving corps when George Pickens wasn't there. Bug, why in the world does Scotty Miller not see the field more? Because all he does is produce when he's out there. And a team that's struggling for a number 2 wide receiver, this guy has to see the field more, especially if Calvin Austin's going to be at all limited due to injuries, and he didn't have a good day, only 1 catch for 4 yards. Really, when you look at the offensive numbers for the Steelers, the best thing they did was not turn the ball over and let the Browns beat themselves. And, hey, that led to 27 points. That is a heck of a performance, Humbug.
Yep.
Any closing thoughts on this? Really, didn't feel it in the first half of what came out to be an easy win for the Steelers. Any thoughts on it?
Nope.
Nope. Any closing thoughts you want to say about the game? You want to go ahead and get into picks for next week then? Let's do it. This week is week 15. We have the Kansas City Chiefs going to the Cleveland Browns.
Casey.
Yeah, that's a probably easy one. We have the Cincinnati Bengals going to the Tennessee Titans. Tennessee, ooh, that's kind of a bold one. Baltimore Ravens going to the New York Giants.
Ravens.
Yeah, fair.
Giants.
Oh, that Giants team is 2-11 and terrible. They went 6 straight football games, Micah, without ever leading in the football game. That's how bad they are. 6 straight games without ever having a lead. So bold take there. And then we have the Steelers traveling to Philadelphia.
Pittsburgh Steelers.
I like it. I hope to see it. That'd be good. A good test for the Steelers. Good defense, good run team there in Philadelphia. Bugboo, you got any shout-outs for this week? He's thinking. Russ? All right, he calls out Russ Wilson, and he thinks Russ is cooking. I'll let you know. I'm the Viking Donkey. That's Viking_Donkey at Twitch, at Twitter, your Daily Dose Donkey at Ginger's YouTube channel, where you get all this fun content. Be sure to tune in to Steeler Talk. Be sure to tune into more BugCaps. We'll have him do more elaborate breakdowns hopefully next time. He seems to be a little quiet and cranky today, I guess. Don't know what's going on there. But he's the Bugaboo. Donk Nation, Steeler Nation. Love y'all.
Wait, if you got them. Pitch, boom, play.